hearing is not considered rezoning. We're not rezoning a piece of property. That's not what's being heard in case number one. It is simply evaluating if the zoning administrator made the correct interpretation in issuing a building permit based on an existing variance granted to a piece of property. We are not debating the abortion issue. We would ask you to be very respectful to everyone here. Please do not speak out or say something while somebody else is speaking. If someone becomes disruptive, you will be asked to leave. We have several police officers here, and that will happen. And most importantly, if you speak out, it will not help your point of view to come across any more strongly. In fact, the opposite would happen.
The Bible tells us in Matthew chapter 25, where Jesus tells us that whatever we do for the least of them, we do for Him. I've tried hard for quite a few years to take these words seriously, including protecting the sanctity of life at all ages, including the unborn.
Reverend Henderson, I appreciate your remarks, but I would ask you to focus on our case tonight and the facts of the appeal to the zoning administrator's decision.
At Dalton Johnson's now closed abortion facility at 612 Madison Street, we experienced noise intended to drown us out, smoke pots intended to drive us off the sidewalk, duck calls, obscenities, frequent police calls with flashing blue lights, false charges to the police, false arrest warrants, traffic congestion, and the reckless driving of so-called valet drivers for abortion victims who probably are driving illegally.
Reverend Henderson, please let me stop you. What we're trying to hear is about the zoning administrator's appeal on issuing a building permit, not a use variance, or a use variance for the subject property. So we're not hearing if the clinic is an approved use. We're trying to determine, did the zoning administrator make a correct judgment in issuing that permit? So I need you to focus your comments, please, sir, on that narrow issue, because that's really the only thing we can hear tonight. It's the only action we can take this evening.
Absolutely. But early last week, I became concerned when the status of the stay became something that nobody knew anything about. And when Mr. McGuffey...
Reverend Henderson.
Yes, sir.
I fail to see how this addresses the issue before the board tonight. If you could clarify that for me, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
We have a very narrow issue before us.
I'll try to do that, sir.
Reverend Henderson, I want to move us along. I understand your point about the issue of the stay and that there was some discrepancy between different parts of the city and how that was communicated to you. I appreciate that, but I do want to focus us back to this interpretation of the decision, because sincerely, that is all we can hear tonight.
Bob Whitlock, 2103 Bideford Drive, Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay, so you own property close to this?
It's on the south end of town.
Okay.
In Huntsville.
All right, and can you tell me how the city of Huntsville's issuance of a building permit has damaged your property in any way?
I guess I can.
Okay. All right. Thanks, sir. That's it. I just have short
That doesn't mean
questions.
that I agree with that.
I understand.
Going in there.
I understand.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Those are pictures made at the abortion clinic that recently closed, and those pictures show the typical conditions. One of the things you'll see is a group of individuals in quiet prayer with a heavy smoke haze behind them. That is part of a process to try to drive people off the public sidewalk. This is a foul-smelling smoke. It appears to be something called witch smoke or whatever. And
so I understand you would say, from Dr. Richard's point of view, that the tension and the disruption is the issue to his property.
That is
Did I
the
hear that
issue,
correctly?
not the tension, the smoke, traffic, I would add, because the abortion clinic has valet drivers who wheel in and out. There's a traffic problem as well.
If in fact Dalton wants this to be in our neighborhood, in our community, and you want to provide a variance for that, let's slow it down. Let's listen to the community. It's what we're watching on CNN right now. Slow down.
Michael Lupo, I'm at 791 Cornelia Drive.
How do you-
I am pro-life, and I really don't want an abortion clinic anywhere, but that's beside the point, and I understand that.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. My name is Father Jacob Amos. I'm a monk and priest of St. Bernard Abbey in Coleman, Alabama. And I just wanted to bring up to the audience here that the Bishop of Birmingham, Bishop Robert Baker, has submitted a letter to the Board of Adjustment. Also, interesting enough, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints also issued a letter to you July 18th. I am a Catholic priest and believe in what the church says. And I know that these good people here believe in what they're saying. But I believe that the people, that the violence done because of this issue will spill over into this thing, because this is a fight that will be continuing to go on despite what people say. It is not a peaceful issue to abort children. And it is not a peaceful issue for people to do the things on either side that disrupt that neighborhood.
Sir,
And I will say, yes, sir.
I appreciate your comments, but let's focus it on the
You allowed her to talk, sir.
appeal.
You allowed her to talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stop. I'll do the best that I can to share time.
All right, then,
Ma'am, stop.
let me say this to
Don't
you.
shake your head.
Let me say this to you.
Sir,
I'm
please stop.
a black male.
Sir, please stop.
Did you not-
I will hear from you in just a moment.
Go ahead, Mayor.
Please try to restrain yourself. We're doing the best we can. It is a very volatile issue, and I understand that. Okay? So let's respect each other. Go ahead, sir.
My thing is, it pains me to have to stand here, but I'll tell you, as a black male, that the violence done in the black community is far greater than it has been done in any other community of this country. And that's the fact, you know that to be true. And I will say to you people, if you want an abortion clinic next to your schools, then move it there.
Sir,
Because the people in that neighborhood don't want that. They don't want it. So why not listen to what the people in that neighborhood have to say?
My name is Kim Smith. I live at 2412 Suzanne Terrace. I am in the Highland subdivision, just right around the corner. And I think the variance is correct. And what Mr. McGuffey's decision was correct. And I think the appeal needs to be not considered. I have no problem with that clinic being in my neighborhood. Thank you.
I'm Marlene Sewell. I live not far from the Sparkman address.
What is your address, ma'am?
4605 Wellington Point. And I would be directly affected by that because it would devalue my property.
My name is Alan Dyer. I live at 2607 Guinevere Avenue. It is not in Huntsville's best interest to grant a variance or building permit to locate an abortion facility in the residential area around Sparkman Drive. The purpose of the facility will not be to provide generic medical care to the population, but instead to kill human beings. I've got references from various embryology textbook that says we are killing
Focus
human
on the
beings.
appeal, please. Not the abortion issue. Focus on the appeal.
No, I'm trying to, yeah.
And while I know nothing about the neighborhood in which it is going to be, I know something about pro-life. I've been a pro-lifer.
Ma'am, I appreciate your heart on that, but we're trying to hear just about this one issue on appealing the building permit. That's all we can deal with this evening.
Then I must, then if I cannot say